Well, at Twitter, we recently launched a process where we're going to try to measure the health of Twitter as a public health assessment. And so as part of that process, what we've done is we've asked researchers, think tanks, and academics to assist us in measuring Twitter against certain key criteria about public health, disinformation being an ailment to your health. So that we'll look at these criteria, we'll invite academics to help us refine them, and then we'll develop metrics to measure them. And we'll see whether the changes in rules or changes in product and mechanisms on the platform are making things better or falling short. But disinformation is something that is a particularly serious issue, especially in an election context. And we are well aware of the fact that one of the primary vectors for that disinformation on Twitter has been malicious automation. And we're investing heavily in machine learning, artificial intelligence, to help us in attacking that problem. Today on Twitter, we challenge some 6.4 million accounts every week to authenticate themselves, to challenge whether they're bots or they're real people. That 6.4 million a week number is 30% higher than it was 3 months ago. The other notable thing about that machine learning and technology investment that we're making is that we're not looking at the content of the tweets. So we're not getting into the veracity of a tweet, whether it's true or false. We're looking into the behavioral characteristics of the account, and by doing that, we're able to make certain presumptions. And if enough of those presumptions ring true, the machine will take action. Otherwise, there'll be surface for agents to take a look at to see if they're violating Twitter's rules or not. Well, one of the things that we're doing here in Mexico, in addition to working on the technology aspects of dealing with things that come on the platform, is we're also partnering with civil society. We're partnering with NGOs, both here in Mexico City and around the country, to work together in collaboration around trainings about the Twitter rules so that people are up to speed and they can educate their supporters and their followers about what is permissible and not permissible on Twitter. Another investment that we need to make for the disinformation space is also with respect to media literacy and news literacy, because knocking down and suspending accounts is a response, but it's not the long-term solution. The long-term solution, especially in the future that we're all going to be inhabiting here very quickly, is to understand that an educated voter is the voter that we want, and making sure that they can discern effectively themselves between sources of information they can trust and sources of information that they might not find as trustworthy is an important skill. I think it's important because the INE has a particularly special and important role here in Mexico, and we're well aware of that. And to discharge that role effectively, INE needs to be communicating effectively with the citizens of the country. We're one of the premier vehicles for that type of communication. So we're prepared to work closely with INE to have open lines of communication for issues that arise during the course of the election. We're also well aware that INE is organizing 3 presidential level debates here in the country in April, May, and June. Those will be major marquee events on the campaign calendar coming up soon. And Twitter can be a wonderful vehicle for the live coverage of those kinds of events. We also have a branded emoji that will be launching also with INE, that will be around certain key hashtags here in the country that will help to organize conversation